This video on learning target 9A. Let's continue to try to get better at these. What I'll do is I'm just going to go through the odds probably on this. That will be enough for you to get the idea. Number 1A here, remember we want to try, to take any negative exponents and move them to top or bottom first. So since this is on the top and it's negative, we have to put it on the bottom and make it to the positive 3. Now if we put it on the bottom, we have to put a placeholder on top, and that would be the 1 here. Okay, likewise on B, the 5 stays right where it's at. Don't start doing top heavy, bottom heavy right now. They have to be positive first. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to bring it down, but if I bring them down just like this one, they're going to be positive. If I already have 5 on the bottom and I bring 3 more down, I'm now going to have x to the 8th power, 8 of them on the bottom. And again, need a placeholder on top, so that would be a 1 there. This next one here, as you see, we actually have a negative exponent again, but it's on the bottom, so bring it to the top. So if I bring it to the top, that becomes x to the positive 5th. I don't have to put a placeholder on the bottom, just from the laws of math. Anything on the top is really over 1. You don't have to say that. So that's the final answer to that one. And then likewise, here's a number here. We have a number to the negative 3rd power. Has to go down. Need the placeholder on top of 1, 2 to the positive 3. But we don't stop there because we know 2 times 2 times 2 is actually the number 8. So that would be 1/8. All right. I'll do 1 right here. Actually, you know what? I'll do number 2 here so you get more practice with these. These are fine. So these are all positive here. Don't move anything around. I've got 1x on top, 8 on the bottom. These are top heavy or bottom heavy by 7. So I have a 1 left on top if I were to cancel one of the x's off, but that would leave 7 x's on the bottom. So it would be 1 over x to the 7th power. Likewise on this one, I have top heavy or bottom heavy again. So I have a 1 left on top, and I have x squared in the denominator. This one here, back to the negative exponent idea. This has to move up to the top, so I have a positive 3 to the positive 3rd power. 3 times 3 times 3 is just 27. And then this is a great problem to do after that because this is the same concept, but it moves down. So I have a 1 on top, 3 to the positive 3. 3 times 3 times 3 is still 27, but this time it's 1 over 27. All right, so I hope that helped you a little bit with those simple rules. You got to know all those rules to do the rest of the problems. So here we go. I will do odds now. Starting with this one, I have a 6 sitting out front all by itself. There's not much I'm going to do with that. I do like to say, hey, let's just keep it a fraction. This is still a 6 over 1. Not much I can do there. It is top heavy by 3, so I just do x cubed. And it's also top heavy by 3 on the y's, so y cubed. So really the denominator is 1. That's all that's left down there. So the final answer to that is 6x cubed y cubed. Okay? The only difference on number 4, and I can do that one real quick too, is that I have 4 over 6 right off the bat. So I'm not gonna subtract, I'm just gonna simplify. That's take a 2 out, 2 over 3. 1x on top, 5 on the bottom, leaves x to the 4th in the denominator. And then top heavy by 3, so y to the 3rd power, final answer. All right, so now we're going to get into the big time powers of powers. Powers of powers is a huge part of these problems, okay? So basically what we have here on the top is we have this 2 right here needing to go through to each exponent. I say that one more time, to each exponent. It doesn't multiply by the 3, it goes to the exponent. So that's 3 squared. And then we have x to the 3 times 2, which is 6. That's the power rule. 2 times negative 3 is y to the negative 6th power. Take these slow. Don't try to do them all in one step. And then on the bottom, we actually have 2 to the negative 2nd power. X to the positive 6, just working with exponents. Y to the negative 8. And then now I can look and I can be like, all right, where do I have negative exponents? Powers of powers first, then negative exponents. So right here, that's going to come up. Right here, they're going to do a little switcheroo. That's going to come down, and these are going to go up. Now, I don't want to write too much down because then you could be confused, okay? But here's the deal. When that comes up, that's going to be 2 to the positive 2. I'm going to leave the 3 to the positive 2 sitting right there. It's still up there. But I'm not going to rewrite these x's because I'm hoping you see here they're even on the top and the bottom. That's just going to make 1, and it's basically just canceling them out. But I will have a y to the 8th on top and a y to the 6th on the bottom positive when I move those around. So now all I have to do is clean it up. I have 2 squared, which is 4. So I have 4 times 9. And as you can see, top heavy, bottom heavy on the y's, they're top heavy by 2, y squared. So this is really 36y squared. Final answer. All right, I'm going to jump around here. I know I said I was going to do odds, so I'm going to jump around here and do a couple different problems. I do want to talk about 8 in case you ever see that concept over here. Oh, my pen is not working. Here we go. Over 8, anything to the 0 power is really just 1. So really that whole thing right there is literally 1, and it's not really going to affect this multiplication. So I wanted to talk about that, okay? But basically, what you need to do then is you need to, again, bring the exponent through. Bring that 2 through to this 2. So 2 squared is 4, x to the 6th, and then y to the 4th. Now that's not a great problem because 2 times 2 is also 4, and 2 plus 2 is also 4, so you could be confused there. But you do see in the x value, 3 times 2 is 6. All right, I'm going to try to do one more here. My pen is kind of jumping around. Let's do this one right here on the bottom. Bring the 3 through. This is getting kind of hard. Negative 3, always put negative numbers when they're like this in parentheses, negative 3 cubed. We have x to the 12th when the 3 comes through, and then y to the 6th. There's nothing to bring through here, so I'm literally just going to leave it as 5x cubed, y cubed. All right, we're in a great spot. Negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 is actually a negative 27. All right? But then we have, I'm just going to rewrite everything, x to the 12th, y to the 6th, 5, x cubed, y cubed. So all I did there is negative 3 cubed, which is a negative 27. All right, now we got it, it's just all multiplication. So now negative 27 times 5 is, again, my pen is getting caught up here, negative, well, 20 times 5, that's 100. 7 times 5 is 35, so negative 135. Just multiply them, don't add them. But that's not the same issue with the, sorry, I want to change, I'm not going to change colors because this is really, something's going on with my computer here. Okay, so we have x to the 12th, x to the 3rd. The rule in that case is to add the exponents and you'll get x to the 15th power. And then y to the 6th, y to the 3rd, add them together, you'll get y to the 9th. All right, I'm going to stop this first video here. I hope that helped.